United States to help with schools and evangelization. Philippine, who was now 49 years old, received permission to go. She left France forever with 4 other sisters. She crossed the Atlantic, she reached New Orleans, and then she traveled up to the Mississippi River into frontier territory. They finally settled in a rough log house, St. Charles, Missouri, where they faced cold winters, primitive conditions, little money, and an entire new language and culture. There, she opened the first house of the Society of the Sacred Heart outside Europe, and the first free schools for girls west of the Mississippi, beginning a network of schools that would shape Catholic education in the young United States. From that foundation, she helped establish other works in Florissant, St. Louis, and beyond. She served immigrant families, the poor, and children who would have otherwise never received a Catholic education. Yet a special desire remained in her heart, to serve more directly among Native American peoples. For a long time, she surrendered that longing to God. Finally, in 1841, at about 71 years old and no longer in charge of a community, she was allowed to join a small group of sisters going to the Potawatomi mission at Sugar Creek in what is now Kansas. Now, many individuals thought she was too old and frail to embark on this mission, but one priest insisted that her presence and prayer would be the strength of the mission. On the mission, she struggled with the language, and she couldn't teach as she once had, but she offered something even more powerful: constant intercession. She spent long hours in adoration before the people noticed her and gave her the name Here, which means the woman who prays always. That title captures her vocation more than any job description. She became the praying heart of the mission. After about a year, her health could no longer endure the harsh conditions, and she returned to St. Charles. She died in St. Charles on November 18th of 1852 at the age of 83. In time, the church recognized how heroic her fidelity had truly been. She was beatified by Pope Pius XII in the year 1940 and canonized by St. John Paul II in 1988, and her feast day is kept on November 18th as an optional memorial in the United States. St. Rose teaches us that God can use revolutions, failures, long delays, and hidden seasons to form a missionary heart. That mission is not only about traveling, but about loving the heart of Jesus and being faithful where he places us. And that prayer, especially Eucharistic adoration, is not extra, but at the very core of evangelization. If you feel small, unseen, or unable to do great things, look to St. Rose Philippine. Ask her to pray for you, that you may trust God's timing, persevere when things become hard, and become in your life a woman who prays always, or a man who prays always, through whom the love of the Sacred Heart can quietly reach the frontier of today's world. Thank you for listening. I hope you're able to learn about this amazing saint. Have a blessed day.